Hey there YouTube. I decided that for this video I was going to go ahead and do something that was a personal project. I've been really into beekeeping and beehives and just bees in general, and I decided I was going to go ahead and make something about bees. I found this design on Pinterest and I figured that it was a really nice design. I changed the bee because the one that they had on there didn't really look like a bee. So I changed the bee and I added a few things of my own. Now, with this stool, there was a lot that needed to be done. I carved out any corners that needed to be rounded, seeing as that's the only way I really know how to round out edges. I carved them and went ahead and sanded until it was a smoother finish than it was before. This process didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. What I hadn't placed in this video was that I had to completely redo the design that was on the wood because I was upset with how crooked and uneven it was placed on the wood. I started on the honeycomb, and as you can see here, my hand keeps getting in the way and it's really annoying. Oh, what's this? Is this a subscribe button coming on? I wonder what that means. Maybe it's asking you to subscribe to the channel. I mean, that would work too. I mean, I'm totally all for that idea. I wanted to ask you guys a question, and in the comment section below, I would like you guys to tell me what's your favorite recipe to put honey on. Have you ever had honey toast? If you guys want to see more videos like this one, including beehives or honeycomb of the sorts, go ahead and comment down below if you want to see more videos like this one. I'm actually pretty happy with how the veins on the wings turned out. Some of the veins were thinner than others, which was sort of annoying, but I ended up liking the way it turned out. As you can see, I was using a different setup this time. I wanted to do it on the floor on a tarp, that way I didn't make as much of a mess as I would on the desk. I also took apart the desk and converted it back into the dresser that was its original intended purpose. And now I'm using the floor, so yeah, it works. I went ahead here and started darkening the bee, shading it in to make it stand out from the coloring that's going to come later. I went ahead and started on the gradient that followed the outside of it. This was a part of the original design that I found on the Pinterest photo that was the inspiration of this piece. The editing process of this video was long and strenuous. This video consisted of a lot of small videos, and the computer was unhappy with that idea, so I had to export quite a few times. As you can see here, I started coloring in the yellow for the comb, and I am not sure if using colored pencils for a functional piece is the most appropriate selection to use, or the most appropriate way of coloring it. Here you can see me opening a stain can with a broken toy car that my younger siblings found in the yard. It was there and it worked, so I used it. I started staining the wood, and with the intention of going piece by piece to see whether I wanted it to go one way or the other. And as you can see later on, that didn't really work very well for me. I also have a bad habit of not wiping off the stain from the wood before it dries. I would rather wait and then get them all at once, but it dries. Since I'm using such a small application brush, I made that mistake before, and I made it again apparently. I thought it hadn't dried, but it did. And now you can see the mistake I made where it touched the top. And then I just decided to color in the bottom. And then as you can see here, the stain touched the top of the side, so I had to make a frame basically around the design. I got frustrated with having to redo it over and over again and push the stain closer to the design to where I just ended up cutting and taping to make sure there was no stain that would get on the top. I'm happy with how the end result turned out, with the framing around the design. Basically, the top of the stool worked out well, and I was afraid it wasn't going to, but it was a very nice accent to the design that was on the top. I later then went on with a spray finish of satin. Sprayed it a few times, and I might have to go ahead and do some more coats to make sure that the top design does not come off. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.